Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This week it's time for another review with a beer. What am I drinking this week? It's called Effortless Grapefruit IPA by the Captain Lawrence Brewing Company. Let's get it poured. Let's do this. If this is your first time here, go and grab a beer, but before you do, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you're a returning viewer, I hope you've got your beer. What are we going to look at this week? Now, a few weeks ago, I was approached by a company asking me, would I review a pair of their headphones? Now, I like a beer and I like a review, so of course, I said yes. So this week, I am looking at the xbt-880s by a company called Riwbox. I hope they're called Riwbox because if you look at the spelling of that, it's not an easy thing to say. It's nothing I've seen before. So we're going to call them Riwbox because I think that's how you say that. So let's get this started then. Let's have a look what's in the box. Okay, let's do a quick unboxing. Here they are. Standard box. Shows you all the features there, but we'll go into them in a bit. And the different colours on the front. I've gone for the black and gold one. Let's have a look. There we are. Very simple. Come to the main things in a bit. Anything else in it? Two cables. One of them is micro USB, which is a charging cable, USB, and the other is a 3.5mm audio jack. It does have controls, inline controls. It looks like it has a microphone as well, but that's must be just play, stop, answer, hang up, I presume. Again, we'll go to that in more detail. Anything else in here? Yeah, instructions. And warranty card. Nothing else in the box, apart from the headphones themselves. So as you can see there, the packaging and the unboxing experience is largely uninspiring. And you'll realise why when you find out the price of this wireless Bluetooth 5.0 headset, as they are less than £20. As it stands right now, they are $19.98 on Amazon. I've left a link below. Please go and check them out. It is an affiliate link. You will not pay any more, although I will get a small kickback for the channel. Now, saying that, these are a very low price. But what is the quality of these headphones? First of all, I just want to look at build quality. There is a few things I noticed immediately on unboxing. Have a look at this. Straight away, you've got your controls here. This is, like I said, the black and gold one, very shiny, and obviously a fingerprint magnet. Noticing on, I mean, you can see it on this, it's not all the way along it, but the coating, the painting is, well, it's off. It's quite poor, to be honest. You can see where it's bubbled and it's, you see it there, yeah. That's not all, that's the only place I've found it, looking at it so far. Although, if we open it and have a look at the other side, the other side's even got a scratch on it. There you can see. I don't know if that was me pulling it out of the box or whether that's poor quality control. That's not me, that's quite deep-seated, that. But I don't see any other coating issues on there. Like I said, it is a fingerprint magnet. Quite hard plastic, so I suspect that's easy to break. If not, that'll shatter as well. It does come with a Riwbox branding all across the top. Underneath is a rubber headband. It is rubber, it's not leather. Across the top, so it'll go over your head, and each earphone has right and left inside with two leather cups, which are quite meaty. Just looking at the controls, these icons are printed on. I think they're printed on quite poorly in the fact that I don't think they'll last very long. A few day usage of them and I reckon those icons would start coming off. Now obviously it doesn't affect the operation of it, but they aren't engraved. They would soon start coming off. And underneath you've got your ports. There's your mini USB port and your 3.5mm audio port and its cover. So build quality, it's not great, it's not bad, average, very average. So as you can see, the build quality really does reflect in the price. I wouldn't say the build quality is poor, but it's certainly on par with what you're going to pay for these. How long they'll last over time, how durable they are if you're throwing them in a gym bag, taking them to school, university, work, that sort of stuff, time will tell. I don't use over the head headphones outside the house. I'm more of a earbuds kind of guy, but I do use them in the house. So these sit on a headphone stand by the computer, and that's how I'll use them that way. So in that respect, without throwing them around the room, I suspect they might last a while. So that being said, we've had a look at the build quality. Let's have a look at the features you get on these headphones. Like I've already said, these are Bluetooth 5.0, and the instructions state that these will transmit over a 12-meter distance. Now I've actually tried to test this as best I could, and I've got more than 12 meters out of this without a breakup in signal. So that's a plus point. They last all around the house, so I'm happy with that. It does the job I need. As for battery life, there is a 2-hour charge time on these, which will give you 10 hours of playback or 160 hours of standby time. Again, on my testing, that is pretty accurate to what the instructions say, about 2 hours charge time. It's probably a little bit less than 10 hours playback, but I've certainly charged them fully, left them for days and gone back to it, and I've still got roughly those 8 to 10 hours out of it. So the battery life on these is actually quite decent. Okay, with that out of the way, let's have a look at the controls. So it is controlled through one dial. I say dial, it's just a circular disc on the left hand here. The top, you've got your power button. If you press the power button, you will see not only will you get an audio signal, you will get the flashing light for pairing, and then once it's on, you will get the blue light. Left and right, self-explanatory, is for volume up and down and skipping tracks forward and backwards, and the bottom one is for hanging up calls and pausing tracks. Okay, so there's a quick look at the controls. Let's give the controls a test. Let's turn it on.
Welcome to Riwbox headset. Bluetooth mode. Bluetooth connected.
So we're now connected. Let's have a look for, what about, let's play this.
No waking up beside you and holding you.
Let's turn them up.
We forget it all. How could I know
All the way.
there was no second chances?
Maximum
Like
volume.
dominoes, my life got really scattered. You couldn't keep the door shut.
Louder.
Now the frostbite's creeping in. 'Cause I've been stone cold.
And power off.
Power off.
There you go. They work. The one thing I would say about the control panel is because it's round, sometimes you're not hitting it in the 12, 3, 6, 9 o'clock position. You know, you could be hitting it in the 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock position, and it doesn't work. It doesn't acknowledge what you need to be doing. It's easy enough, you find out and you find it, but that could have been easily rectified with just 3, 4 raised dots on the dial, which would have been easier to find straight away, and you can press it. Small thing, but I think it matters sometimes. Okay, now we've had a look at controls, we've had a look at the features. Before we get on to testing the playback, how do they feel? Now, as I said before, these are adjustable ever so slightly, but I'm sure you can find a fit for you. Now, as you look at them, I thought these would be actually quite small, but it kind of works in your favour because they are quite a snug fit, a little bit of an adjustment, and they're actually quite comfy. There's no movement. Not that you probably could get away with them in the gym, depending on what you're doing. The air cups are comfy. I'd suggest the top bit is actually quite hard. There's not much cushioning on the top there, so I would have liked to have seen a little bit more. But it is a snug fit. There's no wobbling. Now, it does say on the box these are soundproofed. I'm not quite sure what they mean, but they definitely don't mean noise cancellation. There's just no noise cancellation at all with these. Soundproofed, yeah, I've tried them at all volumes, and I've been asking the people I've been sat with, can they hear what I'm hearing? And they pretty much said no, unless I had it on full, they could hear the beat, they could hear a bass, but definitely not a distracting noise. So let's get into the nitty-gritty of what these are about. Let's talk about the sound quality from these headphones. Now, I've tested these both wirelessly and with the included 3.5mm audio jack where I could. My phone's got USB-C, so I couldn't test it for wired calls. But the sound quality actually isn't bad. It's 20 quid's worth of sound. I've seen reviews of the previous version of these, and I've seen where people were saying that if the volume goes over 80-85%, the distortion in the sound is unlistenable. Unlistenable? Is that a word? I've just made it one. I've tried it. I've tried it on all different music. I've tried country music, classical pop, ballads, heavy metal, to see if I could get these to a point where it became quite bad. And they never did. The sound isn't fantastic. The sound isn't even great. But they work. I've sat there for a good couple of hours listening to music, and they're all right. They're 20 quid all right. I've got no qualms with these, sitting at the computer, plugging into the speaker and cracking on with what I'm doing. In fact, I'll probably now start using these as my headphones when I'm editing videos. For the price, I'd say it's pretty decent. Let's get on to phone calls. How do they handle with phone calls? Now, I can't test phone calls on my phone with the cable, as my phone is only USB-C, so I can only test it wireless. So with that being said, let's make a test call. Hello, you're live on YouTube. Okay, how does this sound? Okay? Good. Thank you. Bye-bye. And let's see about receiving a call.
Incoming call. Incoming call.
See, it doesn't ring, it just says in your ear, incoming call, incoming call. And answer.
Incoming.
Hello, hello, hello. That works. See you later. Bye. Call quality is really good. The first time I phoned my wife, she didn't even know I was on these. She thought I was talking on the phone, so I was quite happy with that. As a Bluetooth headset for your phone, they're excellent. That's not what they're here for. But as for call quality, definitely no dramas with that at all. In conclusion then, these are a set of headphones for less than £20. Now if these are going to sit on a headphone stand next to the PC and that's what they're going to be used for, I reckon you're going to have a really good deal here with decent audio for the price. The build quality is questionable. I'd be very surprised if these are used extensively, like I said, thrown in bags at the gym, that sort of stuff. This mechanism of being open and closed every day, I suspect they won't last that long. So that being said, for £20, these are just approved. There you go, guys. I hope you got something from that. If you enjoyed it, please give me a like. Hey, please give me a dislike if you didn't like it. Please let me know. Any feedback is welcome. There will be plenty more of these reviews with a beer coming up. However, if you haven't subscribed yet, that's up here. And if you want to watch some more videos, I'll stick some up here. Guys, enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And if I don't see you Tuesday, I'll see you next Saturday. Bye-bye.